In this quick Cakewalk tutorial, I'm going to look at an extremely useful recording feature in Cakewalk by BandLab. This is comp recording or loop recording, also known as comping and several other names like that. But basically, we're going to be recording several takes all in one sequence. So we're not stopping and starting the recording. We're just going to record several takes all in one sequence, and then we're going to piece together one great performance from all of those takes. And once you start doing this, you're going to be doing it all the time on your vocals and guitars or whatever it is you record. Now let's jump into Cakewalk. All right, so in your project, you want to go to this loop symbol here and click on it, and then this loop region appears. So you want to extend this to whatever section you want to record. I like to set it at least 1 bar, usually 2 bars before I want the actual recording to start. So say I want the actual recording to start on bar 2 here. I would set it to either bar 1, or if I was recording further in, another bar ahead of that. And that's so we can catch the initial attack on whatever it is we're recording. Could be our voice, guitar, or whatever it is we'll record. We'll catch that initial attack that's going to come out a little bit before the bar right there. And then the same thing with at the end, you want to capture the final release of whatever it is you're recording. So of course, you don't have to do this. You could set it for exactly 4 bars if you want. Now I'm just going to grab my bass guitar and we'll see how this all works. All right, so I've got my bass plugged in. I just want to arm this track for recording, and I do want to hear what I'm recording. So let's hear what that sounds like. Make sure levels are decent right there. And now I'm ready to start my loop recording, and you'll notice that I'm going to do multiple takes and I'm not going to stop the recording. It's just going to continue looping. So let's hit record and we'll see what that's all about. All right, and when you press stop, the last take that you recorded is the one that's going to show. And now I'm going to show you how to see all of those takes, but first I'm just going to put this guitar away. All right, so I think I did about 4 takes. This last one here says take 5. That was just the beginning of a take that I stopped. I'm just going to delete that. So what we want to do now to see all of our takes is right-click on our track over here, go down to Lanes, and then we want to go to Show/Hide Takes. Click on that, and there's all of our takes right in there. Now you can see the last take that we recorded is highlighted, and that's the one that's up here in our composite track here. Now, what if we liked the beginning of take 1? What we would do is, if you kind of hover over the section here, you can see the cursor icon changes like that. So you want it to look like that, and then you would just click and drag over the part you want. So now this take 1 is the first section of our composite track. And now say for this middle section, we like take 3. So what we would do is just again, click, drag to that part. And now take 3 is our middle section, and maybe we want take 2 for the bit of the last part, maybe this little bit of the last part here. But we still want take 4 for this final part. We're just doing this hypothetically. I haven't listened to it. Ideally, what you'd want to do is listen to each take to hear what they're all about, and then you can pick and choose which parts you want for your final track. But I just want to go through this quick to show you how to do this. So let's just listen to this back and hear what it sounds like. Even though it's just a compilation of a bunch of takes, your listeners aren't going to know that, and they're just going to appreciate that everything's in time and everything sounds the way you want it to sound. Now, if you want to get rid of these so you don't see them anymore, you could just right-click, go to Lanes, click on that again, and it hides them. We could also duplicate this track if we wanted. So we'll go to duplicate track, and we want to click on events, then click OK. And you'll see that we've copied all of those lanes or takes down here, and we could make another composite track if we wanted. And then you could A/B them, or maybe you want to create a harmony. Maybe there was some vocal takes that you did and you like them and you want to create a harmony from those. You could do that on this second track, and you can keep creating tracks and taking parts of whatever takes you want. Typically, I'll do 3 to 5 takes when I'm doing my comp recording. But if I don't feel like I've nailed a single one of those takes, I'm just going to keep recording until I feel like there's a take in there that I really nailed. Because ideally, I don't want to comp it together. I want to have one take, seamless from start to finish, that I like. But sometimes you need to dip into these other takes and take the pieces that you like out of there. So now that you've upped your Cakewalk recording game, up your Cakewalk mixing game by using aux tracks and buses by clicking the video on the screen. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. For Audio Tech TV, I'm Zane. Keep creating, and we'll talk soon.